So in today's video, let us analyze the 2025 biology paper in the Andhra Pradesh state, how it was and what are the probable answers that can be written to these questions. Coming to first section, okay, each question will carry 1 mark and you have to answer 6 questions. Okay, so which phenomenon operates to pull water from xylem to leaf cells during the daytime? You know, it is transpiration. Write a slogan to save our earth. Save life, save earth. You can simply write like that. Identify the picture. So here is the picture wherein to the arm a cuff is tied. So you can easily identify that the picture is related to the BP apparatus or the sphygmomanometer. Then next, define heredity. The process of transfer of characters from one generation to another generation is what is called heredity. What happens if variations do not occur in species? If variations do not occur in species, what will happen? Adaptability to different environmental conditions decreases and there will not be any evolution of new species. Okay, so which rays can cause skin cancer? A paragraph is given, actually a small paragraph. So in that clearly the answer is mentioned as UV rays. So which rays can cause skin cancer? Directly from that paragraph you can pick up and write UV rays. Then next, talking about the section 2, which is for 2 marks. So you have 4 questions, altogether 8 marks you have. So write the differences between biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. So here actually 2 on either side you can mention. You have to make it in the columnar form, okay, table form. 2 on either side you can write. So first, talking about the biodegradable substances. Okay, these are the substances which can be broken down and converted into nutrients in the soil, whereas non-biodegradable substances, they cannot be broken down, okay, and cannot be converted into nutrients into the soil. Then you can write down that biodegradable substances, they are safe to the environment. Non-biodegradable substances, they are not safe to the environment. Like that, 2 points you can make on either side. If hemoglobin level decreases in our blood, what will happen? So you can write 2 conditions wherein the transport of oxygen throughout the body decreases because hemoglobin is the oxygen carrier. And one more what you can write is deficiency of hemoglobin leads to anemia, wherein the person will feel weakness and may encounter dizziness also. Okay, then which hormone promotes cell division? Okay, actually a small table is given in the question paper wherein direct answers have been given. So which hormone will promote cell division? Cytokinins, wherein from the table you can pick up, and write the growth inhibiting hormone from the table. It is ABA, abscisic acid. You can pick up and write down, which is very easy. What questions more you will like to ask your teacher to know about the ecological system? So you can ask different questions. So because it is for 2 marks, probably some 2 questions you can ask. Okay, so what will happen if producers are totally removed from the ecosystem? You can ask 1 question like that. Then you can say that any imbalance in the environment, how it will affect the food chains or the food webs, can be another question. So like that, whatever are your questions, you can just pose on and just finish with 2 questions there. So coming to the section 3, so you have 5 questions, each of 4 marks, and this is for 20 marks. So you have to write the differences between arteries and veins. So you can write arteries carry oxygenated blood, veins carry deoxygenated blood. Arteries carry blood from the heart to different parts, veins bring the blood from different parts to the heart. Okay, and you can say that arteries, the walls are thick, and they are elastic, whereas veins, the walls are thin. There are no valves in arteries, whereas valves are present in veins. So these can be some of the differences. Draw a neat table diagram of neuron. This I have shown already in the shorts. You can just refer back. It is quite easy with the labeling. Okay, so do remember to label the axon, the dendrites, the cyton, the nucleus, and other parts there. Then next you have an internal choice here. So you have been given a diagram and based on that you have to answer some questions, which is quite easy, and that will be a wise choice during the exams. So you can score better if you opt for such type of questions. So here the questions that have been given are label the parts A and B. So part A is ovaries and part B is the uterus. Easily you can write. Fertilization occurs in which part? It occurs in the fallopian tube or the oviduct. Then implantation occurs in which part? It occurs in the endometrium of the uterus. Next, what are the different types of contraceptive methods? So here you can mention all the different contraceptive methods you have learned. Like we have the barrier method, wherein you can write the condoms and diaphragms. Then you can write the hormonal methods, wherein you can write the oral pills that can be used. And then next you can write is the intrauterine devices, wherein you can write about the copper T. Then you have the surgical methods, which is tubectomy and vasectomy. Okay. So like this, you can write, and you can also write about the insertion tablets that are used. That is, okay, you can write as chemical barriers. Those are the chemical barriers which will act as spermicides. So like that, you can mention all the different methods of contraception actually there. Suggest some eco-friendly methods to protect our nature. You can write down about, okay, the different methods include, one is afforestation. Next is to follow the 4R principle, that is reduce, reuse as well as recover. Reduce, reuse, okay, recycle and also recover. Okay, and also follow sustainable development programs without harming the environment, any developmental program. Okay, and you can also say that use of organic fertilizers for growing the plants more. Okay, usage of the plastic, okay, is also very good. Okay, organic farming methods can be followed, crop rotation can be followed, use of biopredators to protect your crops. So like that, we can suggest different methods, rainwater harvesting, all these can be the eco-friendly methods what we can write down there. Next, coming to the last question in this section. So this is very, very important as such. Always it will be given from the respiration, this particular flow chart. So you know that glucose, so this is taking place in the cytoplasm. Glucose is pyruvate, and in the presence of oxygen, what are the products, and in the absence of oxygen in different okay, cells, what will be the end products that have been given. Now you have to answer the questions that have been given. What is the first step in respiration of the cell? Okay, this is the first step, and what it is called? Glycolysis, breakdown of glucose into pyruvic acid. Next is which cells lactic acid is formed. Already in the chart they mentioned already the answer there, so it is muscle cells, lactic acid is formed. Aerobic respiration occurs in which organelle of the cell? That too they have given. In the presence of oxygen, breaking down is taking place in which organelle? They gave it as mitochondria, so you can just write it from there only. What are the end products of anaerobic respiration? The yeast cells they have asked, so ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. So like this, quickly you can finish off with your section 3 without any problem. Questions from section 4, each question carries 8 marks. Okay, 2 questions you have to answer wherein internal choice has been given. So be wise in selecting your questions so that you can get more marks. Describe the experiment to prove carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis, the Moll's half-leaf experiment, wherein potassium hydroxide, you'll take it in a tumbler and then keep half-leaf inside and all. So if you remember, it is also quite easy. Or experiment to show response of plant to the direction of light. Here you have to write the coleoptile experiment, the Wentz experiment. So whatever is your choice, you can, okay, cleverly select out that. My choice would be the A bit. Okay, and also you need to draw the diagram, okay, for both of them. Do remember to draw the diagram, though they do not ask for it. Next, talking about the next question, okay, explain the process of sexual reproduction in flowering plants, wherein you have to write down the process of double fertilization in the case of plants. Or the option that is given is, how is the sex of a child determined in human beings? This is very, very easy compared to the A question. The B question is very easy. So I will opt for the B question here. Whatever is your choice, you have to do that. Okay, better you go for the B question, because A type of question, the question there, okay, requires the diagram to be drawn and all. So which is usually difficult for many of the students. So opt for B question, which will fetch you full marks. So hope you followed, okay, the type of questions, how they will be, okay, the model, how it will be in the coming up exam. It will be quite easy. So don't worry at all. I am very confident that you can write it much better. So all the very best.